Yo, 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 welcome to Larockscooking Adventures. I'm today's host, Larock, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make some good old buffalo wings, all right? They're not going to be super hot, but they're definitely going to be hot. So if you're not into very hot, cut it with some butter and not add as much spice as I'm going to show you that I'm going to do, all right? Shout out to my subscribers who actually pay attention to the content on this channel. Shout out to the new subscribers who hopefully you guys will pay attention to the content on this channel. And shout out to the guys, my biggest supporters, who aren't even subscribed to this channel, the guys who stumble across this channel and happen to actually watch the content. Shout out to all you guys. I appreciate you, I love you, and let's get right into this. All right, guys, what you're gonna need is, what I have here is 10 whole wings, right? But I'm gonna take and cut them into pieces, so I get 20 pieces, all right? But, 20 pieces. We have some seasonal, okay? Just some regular old seasonal to spice these with. We have some Montreal steak season, which is, as you guys know, one of my favorite seasons on this program. And we have granulated garlic, which you guys should also know is another one of my favorite spices. Okay, we have some red hot sauce, and we have some Cholula hot sauce. I'm going to use this full bottle and maybe a cup or two of this one. All right, let's get right into this. All right, guys, like I said, I'm going to split these in halves. I'm going to get rid of this tips. Oh, guys, pro tip. Whenever you're using the cutting board, make sure you put something wet underneath of it so it's not sliding around, okay? Something wet, paper towel, bing, bang, boom. There it is. Just gonna set that there. And I'm gonna put this right on top. So boom, shouldn't be sliding around and moving around like it was. Okay. Just gonna cut these in half. Then we're gonna season them. Then I'm gonna put them in the oven that I already have temperature at 425 degrees. We're gonna put these in the oven at 425 for about, probably in the end, 30 minutes. We're gonna start with 20 though. We're gonna start at 20 and then we're gonna check them, resauce them, and then probably sell it. So look, I highly suggest that you marinate your wings the day before you cook them. Okay, Larock is under pressure. I shot a whole lot of videos right now, like today, literally. This is the 4th one today. So I didn't really marinate these, but I'm telling you, make sure you marinate your product, okay? Marinate these wings, let them sit at a minimum of 8 hours in your hot sauce or your buffalo sauce or whatever sauce it is you're going to use to make your hot wings, okay? I didn't do it here, so I'm kind of cheating. But I'm telling you to make sure you marinate yours. All right, so boom, that's that. Next step is just season these jokers. All right, guys, we have our wings laid out. So I'm gonna go first with the seasonal. Okay. Then next I'm gonna go with the Montreal. Like that. Looks good. And then third, I'm gonna go with the granulated garlic. Emphasis, granulated. Okay? When you guys are out there buying your products, make sure you're buying the right stuff. Granulated garlic. Okay, now I'm gonna flip these over and do the same thing on the opposite side, except I'm gonna come with the spices the opposite way. All right, guys. The reason why I say I'm gonna go with the spices the opposite way is because when you're cooking food, right? Let's say you're sauteing something. Well, the top of the product is gonna be the first that you lose. So when you go back the opposite way with your season, it just ensures that your seasons are kind of, as much as possible, evenly spread on your food. See? Okay. Now what I mean is the garlic was the last one on this side. So if I were gonna fry these or saute these, the garlic will be the first to go, right? So now the garlic's on the bottom, on the front, in the underneath position. It's gonna be underneath the other herbs. The Montreal is gonna be safe either way because it was in the middle. But that is why you go the opposite way with your spices, okay? You go one way and then you come back with it the opposite way. And that's why. Pro tip, the Rocky tip, okay? Boom. So at this point, right, you would want to just take your wings here and then get them in your marinade. And then let them sit, cover them up super tight. Let them sit for 8 hours minimum in your marinade. All right, so we're gonna get these wings in our marinade, which, remember, I'm just keeping it real. There is no marinade, right? So this bottle is 23 fluid ounces, a pint and 7 ounces. So that's like roughly 3 cups. So I'm gonna use half of it here for our marinade, quote unquote, and half of this 2 ounce. So, woo, I'm gonna give this 1 ounce, half. Okay. Now, guys, at this point, right, for real, all jokes in the corner, hear me out. At this point, after you mix these up, right, you got them looking right. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing, right? Okay. This is when you're gonna want to cover this up, seal it, and let it sit overnight. This is the marinate stage. This right here is where that's at. All right. But as I already told you, I did not marinate these, and I'm not going to. I'm just going to get these in the oven and get this done. All right. All right. All right, guys, at this point, right, now that your marinade is done marinating, you got it out the refrigerator, you're ready to rock and roll. You're going to get you a sheet tray, right? Now, here's the deal. If you use a baker's rack, which you can do, the problem with the baker's rack, the plus and the negative to this is, the positive is you're going to get that oven air and temperature to go underneath the wing and crisp it up, right? You want it crispy. That's the positive. The negative is when you go to pull these off, you might have a problem. So what I'm going to do here on the Larockscooking Adventures is not use that. I'm just going to use some parchment paper. Okay, we're gonna use parchment paper and we're gonna put these wings right on that tray. Okay, nothing fancy. Just gonna go ahead and dump them on like that. Give me some gloves. And then lay them out. Now remember, make sure you marinate your wings for best results. Best results is to marinate the wings. Okay? Okay. Get these popping, let's lay them out. While baking, right, you want to typically have your bigger wings on the outside. So like you will put all your drummies on the outside here like this. You know, they're the fatter pieces. But we just gonna keep popping, okay? Okay, guys, that's what we're gonna do. Not gonna make it. Not gonna make it, Rocky. Okay, guys. All right. All right. Now we're gonna put this in that oven, like I said earlier, 425 degrees. We're just gonna pop it in there, and I said we check it after 20 minutes. I'm gonna set the timer for 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and check it out. All right. 425, 20 minutes. All right, guys, the 20 minutes is up on those wings. So I'm just gonna show you that they're not where we want them to be, but we're gonna check them. We were gonna check them, that was the deal. So boom, I'm just gonna put them back in there and we're gonna make the sauce. Okay, so let's slide this over here. We're gonna use the rest of this Cholula and the rest of this, well, almost the rest of this Red Hot and the butter that I mentioned earlier and those red pepper flakes. All right, all right. All right, so we're gonna add that French Red Hot. Okay, so that was probably about a cup and a half, because remember that was 3 cups. I'm gonna add this good old Cholula. We're gonna use all that if she ever comes out of the bottle. And now, remember I said if you didn't like it super, super hot, you could add butter. Adding butter to your hot sauce turns it into actually buffalo sauce, okay? So we're just gonna add that butter. We're gonna let those things mingle and coagulate and do what they do, like I always say. And now for some of these pepper flakes. Maybe a tablespoon will do it. That was that wing timer. Let's reset it. We said 30 minutes, so I'm gonna give it 8 more. All right, guys. You see we used all that. Now, whoa. When this thing finishes boiling, and when that timer is up, we're gonna take and add more. We're gonna lay the lid on top of the wings, add more, and bake it a little longer. And then when they're completely finished, we're gonna toss them into a bowl with the wings. All right. So let's bring this to a boil, and then reladle in 8 minutes. Whoa. All right, guys, we got this thing jumping, right? You see that? Just gonna boil it a little bit more, and then we're gonna take it off the heat. Now, I know it's Rona season, and this thing can kick up, right? So wear your mask when you do this, okay? Or else you choke yourself out, like I just did. And drop this temperature to off. Whoa. Yeah, buddy. That's gonna light your life up right there. All right, guys, that sauce is done. It's sitting here hot. So the wings are up, they're done now. That's 30 minutes. So what we're gonna do at this point is just take them out of the oven and then put some of this sauce directly on top. All right. Okay, here are those wings. They look good. They reduced down the size a little bit, so I'm just gonna reladle these, redress them. Look at that. Look at that. This is money right here. Instead of going out spending 15 bucks on 10 wings, just go ahead and buy your own and make your own. And have way more than you're gonna get from the store. Right? I think this pack of wings was like 6 bucks. Hot sauce, 7, 8, 9, 10 bucks max. You can't even get a 10-piece wing for 10 bucks because they at least $1.25 a piece. And here we have 20. Right? So that's just simple mathematics. I showed you how to do it. Now you can do it. That's what we're doing here on Larocks Cooking Adventures. We're trying to show y'all how to get it. Sometimes, yeah, my stuff can get expensive. Sometimes I have expensive items on here. You know, but that's just what I do and what I know. Because somebody out there can afford it, because I'm broke. We ain't running around here rich. We definitely ain't doing that. But what we are is we're blessed. Amen. Thank God for that. We're blessed to do what we're doing here. All right, guys. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and put this back in the oven for 10 more minutes. All right. And then we'll use the rest of this sauce to coat them one more again. All right. Good peoples. All right, let's do it. Back in the oven. Back in the oven, 10 more minutes. Remember, make sure you marinate your wing before you put them in the oven. I said that I don't know how many times this video. I want y'all to be tight with me. Rocky. Nah, I'm telling you. Marinate them junks. Whoa. All right, back in the oven, 10 minutes. See you back. All right, guys, timer is up. Let's check these wings. I'm choking already. Whoa. Whoa. All right, see how that sauce caked on? Right? So I was gonna toss them again, but whoa, they look good like that. Wear your mask. Mask up. Mask off. Huge. I was gonna toss them in this bowl, with this little bit of sauce. But you could use this just for dipping sauce. I'm not gonna toss them because I like the coat that is on the wing already. So I'm gonna get these plated up, and then that'll be that. There you guys have it. Larocks Cooking Adventures. Baked hot wings. Looks good, yeah? Beautiful. And affordable. 40 minutes. Just cook time for the wings. Now, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick how to make this look sexier. So I'm gonna take some of this buttermilk ranch here, right? I'm gonna pour it in this little Ziploc bag, right? Seal it up, right? Then I'm gonna cut the tip, right? Like that. Just cut the tip a little bit. Whoa! And just lay the drizzle like that. Boom. There you have it. Okay? You just spent 20 bucks for this at your local restaurant. Guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up, like, share, and most importantly, continue to watch and support this channel. Watch the content. We have a suggestion from YouTube themselves telling you what they think that you might like from Larocks Cooking Adventures. Go ahead and click that link up top and watch another one of our videos. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in today. Larock is out.